Good day, everybody. This is Johnny Seville from Acorn Wealth Corp here. This is your executive summary for stock setups for Friday. Okay, so we've had the obviously this great breakdown in the S&P 500, and yesterday, bang on, we had that dead cat bounce that we were talking about. Again, it's just amazing how well these technicals work. I mean, you can say the market's chaotic, but look at that. It bounced right off of that area of support that we had chatted about, obviously in the previous executive summary. Went straight down to that support level, and there was the dead cat bounce we were warning you about. So, of course, taking that 30% of our positions off the table, certainly the right move in retrospect. Again, that was because of the rules. We were able to make that decision without wondering, without worrying about whether we were making the right decision or not, because it was the right decision by the rules, and obviously turned out to be the right decision by the way the market bounced. But certainly it didn't hasn't bounced far so far. We'll still see whether we get a continuation of that bounce or not. We could just see again, that could be the extent of the move, and it could just continue down from here. So today's going to be interesting to see whether we just hold sideways, whether we break down significantly again. I would imagine we'll trade within this range. I can't imagine a huge move today, but we'll see. We'll see. We're kind of in a transition stage where the easy money has been quickly made from the top, of course, around 30.14 down to our support yesterday of 28.62. Again, very, very predictable. That's the easy money, as I call it. Now we're at that stage where we need to break down through new support. So I'm just going to be treating today as a holding pattern. Obviously, I've got my stop losses locked in on all my shorts. We've obviously sent out updates on those stop losses that we've adjusted over these last couple of days. So today's just a day to kind of chill, relax, let the market do what it's going to do, and let your stop losses and your strategy do what they're designed to do, which is trade for you. That's the beautiful thing. I think that it was interesting. A lot of the feedback I've been talking to quite a number of you over these last 2 weeks, and I think the thing that comes out the most when people talk about the obstacles to their trading is that they find that their biggest obstacle to their trading is time. That they're busy, they work full-time jobs, etc. And again, just want to remind you that is exactly what this is all about. As long as you have 2 to 3 hours a week, do your research on the Sunday, do your research on the Saturday, or pick a day during the week. Could be at any time of the day. That's when you run your scans. That's when you set up your entries, your exits, your stop losses, and just let it go. So if you're going away on vacation, if you work a 60, 70-hour work week, it doesn't matter. That is exactly what this strategy is designed for. So don't let time get in the way of enjoying these markets, because that's how you free up time. All of a sudden, when you get to a point where you understand how to do this well enough that this is providing a full-time income for you, and you're only doing it 2, 3 hours a week, then all of a sudden you have a lot more freedom of time. So again, try not to get over involved in the market. The way we teach is that the less time you spend in front of the computer screen, the more money you make at this. So just keep that in mind. Don't let time become an enemy. This is how you. This is what the strategy is all about. Set and forget. Okay. So that's basically what's going on. We can see in the German markets. German markets did the same thing yesterday. They rallied back up off of their support level. They're rolling over currently in the open market. The S&P 500 in terms of its futures is currently rolling over a little bit off of that resistance. So again, we'll see if we can get all the way down to that 28.23 level as that first real support area of the head and shoulders. That's where I'd be looking to really take some big positions off the table and wait for, of course, the breakdown of the remainder of the head and shoulders. So this 28.30 level, 28.23, that's the key area where we're going to want to take some, another chunk of that profit, maybe another 30% off, and then it can always get back in once we break down. But we'll be here to help you through that and assess this as it goes. High yield bonds, obviously, they bounced as well yesterday. So in fact, this line actually needs to be adjusted. There you go. don't know. My for some reason my FinViz doesn't save sometimes. Anyway, there we go. So you kind of got this. Could very likely be more of a kind of head and shoulders with a much steeper neckline, and is what that appears to be. So again, high yield bonds, bullish candle yesterday, bouncing right off of that support area. So that could also rally up. So again, it's going to be interesting to see what we see happen today. But again, what we pointed out in yesterday's summary is there may very well end up being this larger scale head and shoulders here on the high yield bonds. And if that's the case, then this may not get much of a bounce at all. It may bounce a little bit and then roll over and break straight down. So we're going to be watching high yield bonds closely also. So again, I'd say today is kind of a day to just observe. If obviously we've got setups that are still triggering. I mean, we had CORE obviously triggered automatically. In fact, it was either yesterday or the day before, but I didn't realize I was in this until yesterday. I'll put it that way. Again, that's the beauty of set and forget trading. I looked at my portfolio at the end of the market when the market had closed yesterday, and said, oh, well, where did that profit come from? And I had to look at the chart and realize, oh, I actually had a trade programmed on CORE. I had completely forgotten about CORE. I didn't even realize I had the trade programmed in, and that's the best kind of trade of all because we programmed this in on September 25th. That was quite a while ago. We programmed CORE in Wednesday of last week, and it didn't trigger until yesterday or the day before. And that's the beauty. Set and forget. It did the work once, did the scan, put the entry, exit, stop loss in, and obviously and then that's been able to make us 6% while doing nothing. Again, money working for you. That's what we teach. That's what all of our strategies are about. It's giving you time back, not taking time away. This is a beautiful example of that. CORE, nice drops going straight down towards its target of 27.13, and so that's bang on. One other one I would watch today, JBT, also can be pre-programmed. Don't need to watch it, but JBT is another one that is on the brink of being looking really good. It's already broken down, had a little bit of a rally back up into resistance yesterday, so I would be waiting if that breaks below 92.43. I'd be looking to short that. So here, let's actually go in and do that. This is that easy. JBT, bang, sell, sell 105 shares. Now, 105 shares is a $10,000 amount of stock, but because I'm using margin, because my account is a margin account, it's actually only going to use $3,000 of cash. So you only need $3,000 of cash to take that $10,000 position. So I'm not spending $10,000 to short this. I'm only using $3,000 to take a $10,000 position short. So again, it's you're not needing huge accounts. If you had $10,000 in your account, you could take a little bit over $30,000 worth of positions. Is basically what's happening here. Okay, so 105 shares short. So if it breaks below, I'll use a stop limit. So my stop price, if it breaks below what? If it breaks below 92.43, short it. Don't short it for, don't, if it, just in case it gaps down, don't short it for more than 94.33. Let's put the 10-cent range there. Excuse me, oops, 92.43. Okay. Target is 79.13, so my target 79.13, and my stop loss 96.31. And all right, that trade is now ready to go. So set and forget, that's it. The work is done for the day, and we will see you all in the next executive summary. Enjoy. Happy trading, guys.